And my room was only just a few rooms down from him. Like I came past his room, took a left, and about 4 doors was my room. You know, like we got in there where my food was. I thought it was going to come to the bar, but it actually came to my room. I was sitting there eating part of that sandwich. And I said, man, this motherfucker. You know, I mean, I've got a bad temper too. I said, he just fucking threatened me. He hit some beer in my face, and then he just fucking threatened me with a fucking beer bottle. I broke it. I said, no, I've got, draw a fucking line. So there's a chair that sit like that right there, and I fucking bit the fucking leg off of it. I was going to go in there and whack him in his fucking head a couple times. So when I got back down there was no one in the hallway. And the door was shut. So I knocked on the door and I said, come on out here, motherfucker. Bring your beer bottle, whatever. Some words were exchanged. I couldn't hardly hear him. I heard him falling around, stumbling around, I thought. And I said, man, he's fucked up. Bad as I am, And by the time I get to realize what I was doing, I said, this is fucking stupid. So through the fucking, and you can look at the records that the police had. The stick that he says I hit him with, which never touched him, was 20 feet the opposite way of where the fight happened. And the stick had not one drop of blood, not one dent on it would have been hit or nothing. And I'll go into the rest of it. So Arn come out, I left, turned my back, heard the door open, I turned around, Arn sitting there with a pair of scissors. And I went just like this. I said, man, hey, this has gone too fucking far. And then I just remember him coming after me. All right, so he came after me. I don't really remember getting stabbed in the beginning, and we were in some 2 doors in a corridor, and he backed me up there, and I had nowhere to fucking run. And when he came into me, he got close to me. When he did, I think I hit him one time, and he fell down like at my feet. And when he did, I looked at him, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw the scissors fall. They were falling out of my stomach. And I got the scar right there. So when I saw the scissors fall, now I realized I'd been stabbed. But I didn't feel it in my face and my hands. But then he lunged back for me a second time, and they were at my feet, and I got him first. And then it happened so fast, it was like a nightmare, And I remember, I think it was somebody said, or him or somebody that walked down the hallway said, man, you're killing me or something. And I had the scissors in my hand. And I looked down and I saw him and I thought, fuck, now he's fucked up. So I threw the fucking scissors as far as I could. I bent over to actually try to pick him up to haul him to the fucking front desk to call the ambulance. When I did, blood came gushing out of my stomach. And now I realized I've been stabbed, so I'm scared to fucking death. I had all white on. So I run down the fucking hallway, and then the rest is rest. These are some other things that people don't know. We were supposed to be flown different flights back, put in different hotels. When I was in the hotel room, when I was in the hospital, the police, or whatever you call it, law enforcement over there, they came into my room trying to get me to press charges against him. Huh. And I said, no, man, I'm not going to press charges against him. I said, we're both, made a mistake. I don't know how bad he's really hurt. I really didn't. They said, well, your friend over don't have one scratch on him. Here I am, I've got exploratory surgery already. I've got stabs in my. I said, he's not got a scratch on him. And I thought, maybe, like I said, that it happened so fast, I really don't remember it happening. Yeah. And I thought, this motherfucker. So I was going to press charges on him. Yeah. And then that night, a nurse came over into my room and said, man, your friend is really messed up. And then I knew the police were lying. Yeah. So I dropped the charges. All right, now we get to go home. I thought I'm in the hotel by myself. Arn leaves his boots at the hospital. So I took them with me to get them turned down the road somewhere. Yeah. I found out he was at the same hotel that I was at. So I just left him at the front desk and he said, would you give these to Arn Anderson? So I went to a machine to get me a drink, cold drink, Coke or something. As I was coming back through, Joey Maggs was there. Joey Maggs was picking up the boots. I said, man, is Arn okay? He goes, no, man, he's messed up. I said, man, tell him I'm sorry. With all the people in the world, Arn was the last person I wouldn't want to do that to anybody unless I had to. But I did not want, he would have been the last person in the world because he had only been good to me as a person. I don't know what he might have said ever behind my back, face to face. He was always a gentleman, and I can only assume that he was like that at all times or felt like that. So I said, well, what does Arn say? And Joey said, Arn said he was so fucked up he can't remember anything.
Wow.
And so that's, the true story.
All right.
If Joey Mag says that's not, then he's a fucking liar. Because I remember those words exactly. I mean, we both were pretty messed up, to the point that it got like that. Everybody knows I'm not a drinker. I don't drink much. It didn't take a lot of alcohol to get me into the state of insomnia or whatever, where you can't remember it.
All right.
But that's pretty